Porzingis.
You,
Vujacic is out there with Calderon.
what if, son?
Anthony, and it's Lopez in the center position.
Hey guys, Porzingis was
It's not even one. Oh my god, that shit was red. That shit was red, son. That's crazy though. That shit was red and it went in.
How his draft stock has changed.
New York on D. Back to Calderon. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Pass to Porzingis.
In Porzingis' face. In his in his face. Porzingis' face, son. Oh my god. That shit was nice. That shit was nice.
The layup is good. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
That's crazy though. That is crazy though. Right next to the line, and he fucking missed that shit. That's like perfect release. I see what you're talking about with fucking Melo.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
From about 19 feet. That one
That's right, son.
coming off Anthony's feet.
I'm beating you at home too, yo. Your own home too, bro. This is how it's gonna go down, son.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stage.
I'm at home, I'll fuck you up right now, son.
And getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it.
Oh shit.
Makes an adjustment.
Imagine, yo.
Anthony running, he can go all the way.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get
Imagine, bro, if he made that three.
On up the court.
Shit.
Finish off the break. Anthony's got 6 points.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Calderon, that's good.
That's crazy, though.
Last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence.
Wow.
And some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Pass to Vujacic. Deep two from Anthony. Nice shot from the wing.
That's good, son.
Typical day at the office. He's one of the
That's good, though.
skilled offensive players out there.
And pushing it up. Here's New York. Nice shot by Vujacic. Over the Knicks last season, Greg, the defensive problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. Now, that was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the
that was
year
my
with
fault.
the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
And here is Anthony. Jose Calderon getting his three to go. Anthony can't hit. New York leading by 5. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Knicks, Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Porzingis. Roten comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark. But it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
Wow.
And Tony Roten with the slam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
When you have a center wide open and they don't even pass it to him.
Pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Poked loose. New York leading by 8. Aflalo dishes to Roten. In the corner, it's Galloway. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
The bullshit.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-30 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And
how much? What was the score? What was the score?
They're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin.
Yeah.
Porzingis comes in for Derek Williams. Anthony's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Tony Roten in for Grant.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Now here's Roten. Not a lot of room. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Anthony drives in. The rebound by Roten.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
That's not a block. That's not a block.
Lopez throws it down.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Here's Roten. Can't get it to go. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
Nope.
Knicks lead by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Knicks, Aflalo is out there with Derek Williams. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Grant, and it's Calderon in the 2 spot.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And New York making a change here. Vujacic is checked in. The offensive rebound. Here's Grant.
I wanted a pump fake. I wanted a pump fake.
3-point range.
Oh my God.
New York leading by 13.
That shit out of here.
Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
One thing about Jose Calderon, you could
I'm
see
mad
the
he quit though.
frustration in him
He was
last
like, yo, I'll play you
season.
tomorrow.
Career low 42 games, and his
I'm like, I
averages were
bet.
down
This nigga
pretty
is scared
much
to play me, son.
across the board.
And Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
That is good.
The Knicks are trash.
Got 6.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot?
I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna get a rematch though after this, no matter what.
Pretty much
So it's
packing
the real
it in, but
deal.
Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again. I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Porzingis checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Rosen's checked in for Jose Calderon. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Calderon, that's good.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Rope.
Deep two from Anthony. Rebounded by Anthony.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The Knicks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Dude, that shit was right next to the line.
77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Taken away by Anthony. Pushing it up. From deep. Poked away. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Different for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Thomas. Flalo comes in for Sasha Vujicic. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Porzingis. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Pass to Roten. Galloway kicks to Anthony. How's that for an answer?
Big bully.
Back with the
And really,
Look, he walking away, son.
to get a team going.
He walked away. He walked away, son.
Even a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving
He was walking away like, yeah, yeah.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
That's great.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage.
But you make
it's
it.
also
What?
the effort in general that's made a difference.
That's some bullshit.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage.
I ain't quitting, man. I'm using a team I never used.
For the Knicks, Lopez comes in for Derek Williams. And it's Vujicic in for Tony Roten. And then for New York, Derek Williams, he checked in for Porzingis. And Roten subbed in
Like
for
how?
Carmelo
How
Anthony.
can you not read that? That's mid-range.
Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft.
He wasn't even on him.
Some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Oh my God! Like, why are you passing it to the point guard?
Making a switch here. Grant's checked in. The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft.
This is your team getting beat, bro.
Having rings. You can't choose the
That's
team
a damn shame.
Melo simply hasn't been surrounded
Damn
by that much
shame,
talent.
bro.
That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Porzingis. 2 shots.
Hey guys, talking about Melo.
Yo, I hope this shit right next to the line.
Of late, that puts
Yo, right next to the line, dude. And it's not even going in.
No way does he want to retire without that chance.
I don't know.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed.
Yeah, I didn't hold that one long enough.
Stupendous feat.
And that's the beauty of the game right there. I hope we get the opportunity to see a few more.
Why he fall down? What the hell?
Now Roten, after Aaron Aflalo missing that last 3-pointer. Williams against Aflalo. Williams kicks to Galloway. And now Aflalo pushing.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Outside Anthony.
Bro.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Williams. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean,
damn,
rebound.
Knicks are trash, bro.
Like
the hell?
Knicks out front.
I get smacked with the Knicks right now.
We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back in for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna quit. I ain't gonna quit. There's no point. Never know what could happen, bro. Never know.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our 2nd half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know,
never know, bro. Never used the Knicks before. I want to just use them completely.
A terrific game. He's got 16 points. And
he's got
2 baskets.
Skip this shit.
Three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few
I
more
can't
goals.
skip this.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the 2nd half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
On the court for the Knicks. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Vujacic. And it's Calderon in the 1 spot.
Well, that's out of bounds.
You look
Fuck
at the
out of
numbers
here.
for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Calderon, no good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul. Pass to Porzingis. And he dunks it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, He's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it.
He wanted that ball. Shit.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah.
Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Jose Calderon. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Grant kicks to Galloway. And the layup is good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Porzingis.
Imagine.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
It was.
Anthony gets it to go.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
It's rebounded by New York.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Porzingis. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg.
Wow, maybe jumped the whole other way.
Have to give him a new nickname, Last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal.
None.
New York calls
they both trash.
For the Knicks, it really was a struggle just to score points, guys. I mean, they were ice cold at times, and they didn't have anybody that seemed to be able to get them out of that offensive funk.
So for the Knicks, Derek Williams checked in for Lopez. Flalo comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Grant. Thomas checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Sasha Vujacic.
Well, the Knicks knew that it would be a year of
user.
All the offensive struggles aside, they get a chance to evaluate everyone by giving them ample floor time. At least they found out a lot about their team last season.
Thomas passes to Porzingis, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Tony Roden, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And it's a Flalo penetrating to the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Roden. Calderon pulls it in.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
A Flalo, no good.
Crazy.
The Knicks leading by 21. Anthony kicks to a Flalo. Here's Porzingis.
Come on. Come on. The height advantage is crazy.
Thomas with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Derek Williams comes in for Lance Thomas.
He choked.
And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
Bruh.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derek Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Roten. The layup off target.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes. Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
The shot no good.
Yeah, I heard.
Knicks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Calderon, that's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
On the wing of Flalo. He kicks to Galloway. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trailed by 21. New York moving the ball around. Here's Calderon.
Oh my God.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Damn.
Calderon's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Roten. Feeds to Galloway. Taken away by Williams. Calderon for 3.
Yo, imagine he made that shit. That'd be crazy if he made that.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
Then this is your team, bro.
And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
This is your team, bro.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. We've got Robin Lopez. Grant is out there with Vujicic. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Anthony in the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Nice shot by Vujicic.
That's just slow as fuck.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
The Knicks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Anthony dishes to Vujicic. That's short off the rim.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively, limit his easy chances inside.
Anthony with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And here is Anthony. The dish to Williams.
Oh my God, and he gets in the way, right?
Goes in for the dunk.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Anthony drives in. Seraphin.
That shit was rad.
And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential.
In your
One
face?
more reason
No?
why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative.
Yeah,
They've
bro.
played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came
Oh
down
my
hard.
God.
Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has.
It was nice.
For an easy basket or get
Yo,
one
that shit
himself.
was nice. That shit was nice.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
He just dunked on Melo.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've
Yo.
been 5-star in every category.
Robin Lopez sleeping,
I
bro.
don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And stolen by a follow.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball on both ends.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the
go.
defensive end
That's an and one.
very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space,
Oh,
getting
God.
out in transition every opportunity.
And he gets it to go.
the shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been
oh, but when you do it, that should go in, right?
in sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Ball's not close. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. The rebound by Grant. The Knicks have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Thomas gets a wide open look. The shot misses. And New York will come the other way. Here's Roten.
It was. Come on.
On the shot.
That was in one. Oh my
Guys,
God.
what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And, you know, talking about Roten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level but with greater efficiency. Too often his highlight reel passes led to turnovers.
Bruh.
He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the top.
Williams, he's checked in for New York.
I ain't never using this before, bro.
Gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And the Knicks miss again. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The Knicks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And they're moving it up. Here's Roten. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA break. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And one.
Making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in for Kevin Serafin. Anthony comes in for Thomas. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And Roten subbed in for Langston Galloway. The 3 from Anthony. Great D that time from Thomas. New York moving the ball around. Roten can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Serafin kicks to Thomas. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big
You won't hit
guys
100.
going in
You won't
there
hit 100.
challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Vujacic.
You won't hit 100.
By Williams.
There are going to be times
You won't. You won't.
it's okay to take a
Yeah,
shot
anybody
like
could do that.
but not on that possession.
You won't drop 100.
When would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for
You won't drop
like
100.
that
I'm
is
still
if
not
you're
going to
trying
quit.
beat the buzzer.
I'm
That's
still
the
not
only
going to
time you
quit.
can
I don't care if you drop 100.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Anthony with it. Now Thomas defending. Kicks it to Roten.
Mario, hit the 3, yo.
It's off.
You don't want to drop 100 on your own team? I respect it, yo.
Thomas. Serafin. And that
You can't let someone of his skill go
That's how we close it out, son. That's how we close it out. And it counted.
So no problem
Oh my
for New York as they
God.
get the win. This